Let me tell you about ProHealthConnect.com. It's transforming healthcare payments, providing retailers a seamless process for over-the-counter and healthy benefit programs. By connecting retailers, health plans, and payment processors, ProHealth Connect creates one powerful, unified network. They empower independent grocers and pharmacies to accept health benefit cards without changing how they do business. With over 10,000 locations nationwide, helping more than 1.3 million people access the care and nutrition they need. Go to ProHealthConnect.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Well, joining us to talk about all the big news today and also her big efforts on the SAVE Act, which is essentially voter ID. Who would not want voter ID and voter integrity in America? Well, joining us now is Jenny Beth Martin. She is co-founder of Tea Party Patriots. Jenny Beth, it's great to talk to you. It's been a while since I've talked to you, and boy, what a busy day it's been today, huh?
It has been a busy day indeed, Rita, and thank you so much for having me on. It's great to be with you. You
too. Before we get into the SAVE Act, which I know you've been doing incredible work on, any comments about what happened here with Pam Bondi and the way the Democrats already, they're saying, too bad, we're going to subpoena her, President Trump, if we get in the House, we're going to try to impeach him. I mean, it's really incredible, just the division in this country, and the Democrats going even to the SAVE Act don't want to support voter ID.
Well, they don't want to support, honestly, Rita, the Democrats are just a bunch of hypocrites, and they are the party of projection. They claim to care about things, but they really don't. They claim to care about democracy, yet they don't want to protect the very thing that ensures we're able to exercise one of the most precious rights in a representative democracy, the right to cast a ballot and to vote. They don't want voter ID. They don't want proof of citizenship to register to vote. They claim they want voter ID, but when they have the opportunity to vote for it in the Senate, they don't do so. When it comes to the way that they are attacking Pam Bondi, the way that they attack President Trump, they are just consumed with hatred for President Trump, and they cannot see beyond that hatred. They can't look at what might be good for the country. They can't look at solutions to they can't look for solutions to problems that are affecting Americans every day. They are just consumed with hatred. And I don't know the details of why Pam Bondi is no longer in the position that she is in, but she served President Trump. She's been by his side for years, and it is his prerogative to have who he wants as the Attorney General, and I'm not going to get on the air the day that she lost her job and just throw her under the bus.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I know Pam. I'm sure you've met Pam. She's a wonderful woman. She's been incredibly loyal to the president, and I've covered, politics for a long time. This is like very little in terms of turnover. I mean, this is not like, I've covered administrations where it's like, whoa, who's in today? Who's not in today? And then in the midst of all this, you hit it right on the head, Jenny, that they are so against Trump on everything. I mean, it comes down to anything. I mean, they were asked during the, State of the Union, will you stand up if you will put, Americans' rights ahead of essentially illegal immigrants' rights? And the Democrats wouldn't stand up. I keep saying that he could cure cancer, and they blame him for the pharmaceutical companies being in trouble.
I think that is exactly right. They would blame him for anything. And if he says that the sky is blue and the grass is green, they're not even going to agree on that. So I watched the attacks on President Trump. I don't think that the Republican Senate leadership is as strong as they should be in supporting President Trump's agenda. But what I see from President Trump is a man who loves this country and who is doing every single thing he can every single day of this second term to put America first and do the best that he can for our country to get it back on the right track and to ensure that we have a great country again. And it is hard work. It isn't easy. It's easy for people around the country to sit and throw stones at him because we don't have the results that we want in the timely manner that we want it. He's been in there for 14 months. And between the COVID lockdowns around the entire country and the Biden administration, there is a lot of work to do to set this country right again. And I appreciate the fact that he's working on that. And when I heard him speaking last night about the military actions in Iran, I'm so thankful that he's taking those actions. We've been dealing with problems from Iran since I was 8 years old. It's time to solve that problem once and for all.
Yep.
And he is the only president in my lifetime who is ready, willing, able, and has the courage to take that problem head on.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It needed to be done, and you're right. He had the bravery to do it. Jenny Beth Martin, we just have about a minute or so left, but I want to make sure I get to some new polling that you guys have out that show voters, average Americans, want the SAVE Act. They want more integrity in our voting process. So tell us about that and also where you think that is headed, the SAVE Act, because that's near and dear to the president.
It is near and dear to the president. We've been polling on this since January of 2024. 84% of Americans want only American citizens voting in American elections. It is pretty simple. It's 77% want proof of citizenship when you go to register to vote. And when asked if voters should be required to show a photo ID, including when casting absentee ballots or mail-in ballots, 75% of Americans agree with us. These are common sense items that Americans want. And when we're talking about these things, like with the voter ID, we have 72% of African Americans, 74% of Hispanic Americans who want this. 95% of Americans say that they have a photo ID. And the fact that the Democrats are standing in the way of something that all Americans want, regardless of race, regardless of age, regardless of socioeconomic conditions, regardless of political party, it makes me so frustrated. There are very few things that Americans can agree on so resoundingly. And yet we have the Democrats in the Senate right now doing all they can to prevent the Save America Act from passing into law.
Yeah, it really is remarkable. You know, you brought up 84% of Americans want only Americans voting. I'm thinking, who are the 16% who are like, no, we don't want? I mean, it really is just remarkable. It's so overwhelming. And the members of Congress on the Democratic side should be listening to the average Americans. Jenny Beth Martin, the co-founder of the Great Tea Party Patriots. It's really great to have you on. You got to come back on again soon. It was really wonderful to have you, Jenny Beth.
Thank you so much, Rita. I'd look forward to it. And happy Easter.
Thank you. You too. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you very, very much.
This is Greg Kelly. Donate now to Toys for Tots, which works year-round. Go to toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots supports children in need throughout the year with programs like the Toys for Tots Literacy Program. Established in 2008, it has provided over 63 million books to disadvantaged children. The Toys for Tots Literacy Program is committed to providing disadvantaged children with direct access to books and educational resources that enhance their ability to read and communicate effectively. Go to toysfortots.org.